Do you think it's fair for the guy who didn't get the job because he was not a minority? I agree with Nick. I'm not a fan of affirmative action. I believe that everybody who gets the job, it's whoever is most qualified. And you were saying that there's other classifications besides just black people. Specifically in the police and fire departments, women are considered minorities. My father's been a firefighter for 20 years now, and there's plenty of females that are fully capable of being efficient firefighters. I'm not saying that they can't. However, there's been instances where female firefighters have been hired just because they were female, and my father goes into a burning building with a very high pressure hose that grown men can't carry, and here you have this lady who's 98 pounds and can't even hold the fire hose, and now his life's at risk because she got the job just because she was female instead of hiring someone that was qualified for the position.
In this country, we have a democracy, sort of. It's a republic, but you have the very real problem with having a large group of one person or type of people, and then minority groups, especially when it comes to voting, because then you have that one group dominating, and you have ruled by a majority, and the minorities never ever have a voice or a say or representation. And so something needs to be done about those who don't have enough numbers to make a dent against those who are in the majority, namely white Americans. So it's something that needs to be done. Whether it's affirmative action or not, there needs to be something to boost small groups in this country to have a level playing field or to have an equal voice in things like that. But I have to say that if the only reason why I was passed up, if I was up against someone else who had the same qualifications I had, the same GPA, although I can't imagine someone doesn't have a better GPA than me, but if we had the same GPA and the same qualifications and experience, and the only reason why he was chosen over me is because of his race, yeah, I would be upset, absolutely, and I think anybody would be. But what I think some of the other people here were insinuating is that affirmative action lowers the standard. I don't know if that's the case or not, because I'm really too young to have gone out in the workforce and competed really wholeheartedly for a job because I'm still in college.
Yeah, you can basically say I'm on the fence because I can argue affirmative action either way you want it to be argued. I can argue why we need it. I can argue why it offends me. Either way you want to hear it, I can do that. If we're talking about affirmative action, there have been cases where people have gotten their job, they're settled in, and then they find out that they only got the job because they were black or they were Hispanic, and that company needed, let's say, that particular minority to be able to get a certain government contract or something. Now that's offensive. You see what I'm saying? You only hired me because you needed one of us.